My ex, who is a wonderful guy, had a horrific childhood. He grew up with an abusive father who came from his own background of childhood abuse and his stint in Vietnam. It made for chaos and violence in my ex's childhood home. The stories were horrific. Shortly after he and I got together, his father was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And it was both sad and interesting to watch what happened next from an energetic standpoint. First, he became confessional, where he'd always been angry and stoic and in denial and blaming others. He became weepy and repentant. He began sharing horrific things from throughout his life, things that were done to him, things that he did to other people, atrocities of war that he had never talked about. What I witnessed from a purely energetic standpoint was that all of this man's pain and trauma throughout his life came rushing to a head at the very end because he had refused to acknowledge, address, and move through his pain and his trauma. He was feeling everything like an avalanche at the end of his life. Since he chose not to do this in time, he did it all at the end. See, I don't think we get to avoid our pain. I think that while we are in a body, we will have the full spectrum of our human experience, the good, the bad, the ugly. And we can choose to be present and do that in time, or we can move it all to the very end. It is so important to honor your experience, to do your trauma healing work, not just for the end of your life, but for right now. See, when we don't address our trauma, we are slaves to our pain. All of our actions, reactions, responses, our thoughts are all driven by unprocessed, unexpressed, stuffed, squelched pain. But when you do the simple steps it takes to address your trauma and move that stuck energy out of your body, you free yourself from that enslavement. That's how we get free will, is by doing our healing work. We enslave ourselves by avoiding it. Free will comes from healing, baby. Otherwise, life is determined by your pain. Fuck that. You can go to my Substack, which is called The Spiritual Anarchist. The link is in my bio, and read my whole trauma healing article there. I love you.